Okay guys, I just got to Dixon and parked up. As you can see, I am literally the only person here this morning. Not super surprising because it's Thanksgiving Day, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's like just underneath 50 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and hike in. I think the first stop I'm going to head to is I wanna go get on the boulder that has Zeus's Eye on it. I've never put any work into it. I think I've tried the first move once. But every other time there's kind of like a bird's nest in it, so hopefully that's not the case today, but we'll go check it out. That one, if you don't know, it's V6. It starts, and I'll show you the holds and all that cool stuff so we can talk about it later. But I want to try that, and then we'll see where the day takes us. I may go try some other things. There's a couple sixes here that I've never really worked on, so I might give those a shot today and see where it goes. But we're gonna start hiking in, and yeah, let's get to the boulders. Bouldering by myself is not an activity that I typically participate in. I do have two pads so I can protect myself a little bit better, but there's just kind of a lot of risk usually involved and unpredictability with bouldering. So when I come out by myself, I will typically try to pick a boulder where I've either done it before and I'm really comfortable with and just kind of running circuits for fun or training, or something that's low and the fall risk or risk for a bad fall is pretty low. But it's also kind of cool because you get out and you're just it's so easy to zone in and really focus on what you're doing when there's no one there. It's literally just you and the rock. And especially today, there's no one here at all. I was thinking maybe I would encounter a few other people because it's such a nice day. And we'll see if more people show up later. It's not really that early. It's 8:30 or something like that. But I don't know. Just the being alone, it just creates a completely different experience. It's just you, your thoughts, and the rock. I have warmed up. I brushed the hold, set up the pad, everything. Went and ran some of the easier classics up the hill just a little bit. I didn't take the pad or my shoes or anything. They're all just more mobility warm-ups. I did a pretty extensive warm-up with my resistance band for my shoulders and my fingers. And I'm getting ready to hop on this for the first burn. So just kind of looking at the line, it starts underneath this big socket. There's some edges that are kind of slopey crimps in the bottom, and you just have your feet down below you, and then the goal is to move straight up the face. So essentially you end up flipping into an undercling in the roof of the socket, getting high feet so you're really scrunched up, and then you're moving, I believe, right hand up to a sloper. And then from there, I'm not really sure what the beta is. I've never watched anyone do this before, so it'll be a little bit of problem solving. The only main concern I have is that there's this tree right behind the boulder, or basically right in the fall zone type thing. So we'll see how spicy the fall is on this one. I have heard of people hitting this tree, but the boulder's pretty low, so I think I'll be fine. And then once you come out of the socket, it looks up there at the top out, it's mostly jugs. So hopefully if I get there, I don't biff that, and yeah, we can make some progress or even get the send. But we'll see. I'm about to get on for the first burn, so let's see how it goes. This is attempt number 2. I'm going to try to see if once I get both feet up, if I can open my hips a little bit more and really suck my pelvis into the socket. Try to get as much weight over my toes as possible, and then see if that'll allow me to bring the right hand up. I may try, I had my left foot farther left on this rail. I may try to get it further right so that I can get more onto my toe. Let's see, attempt number 2. I was able to get the feet up quicker that time, to really drive up with them more, so that when I was in the top of the socket, I was actually leveraging it. And then reach up and find the sloper. It's like slopey with a 3-finger divot in the back. It's pretty good. But I knew that as soon as I let go with my left hand, I was gonna swing backwards. So maybe I need to move my foot up again in here. Try that to come out with the left. So I've been resting for about 20 minutes. As you saw in my last burn, I was able to get the right hand up to kind of like slopey hold. So I've been resting. Every time I try to film, a car just drives right by. Super inconvenient, but that's okay. So yeah, I got the right hand up, but then wasn't really in a place where I could bring my left hand up without it just kind of going back. So I've been looking at the top out for a while, and I was like looking at it like, oh, that doesn't look as easy as I thought. So then I climbed up to the top of the boulder using an easier line, and then went and checked it out, dusted off some of the pine needles and stuff, and it's kind of, I don't know, like, I think I'm gonna have to get a really high foot and then just kind of rock up onto that foot, and you're about, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 12 feet in the air, which is kind of sketchy without a spotter or anyone to move the pads for me, and that tree there. But I think I'm gonna put one more burn into it and just kind of see where I get. I did go up and look at the next hold I was trying to go to with my right hand, and it is like for sure a super money jug. So we'll see. If I hit that hold, then maybe I'll try the top out. But if I feel like I'm putting myself at unnecessary risk, I'm obviously not gonna just like take any chances that I don't need to. Olivia was very clear that I needed to be super duper careful today, so I'm gonna honor her wishes. Yeah, so far the boulder feels good. The rock is super sticky today. The temps are great. So I mean, best possible conditions. So we'll see what happens. I think it can definitely go. If not on this next burn, definitely in the future with more people here to support me. But right now, I'm just having a good time. Let's go for attempt number 3. I'm just gonna drop. Whew. Damn, pretty fucking good. All I did was I bumped my right hand a little more. I thought before I was in the good spot, but it's blind. If you just bump a little more, instead of a really thin 3-finger crack, it's like a perfect sloper. You can probably see in the video, as soon as I bumped my hand over, I was just like, oh shit, I'm good. I can move the feet up, do whatever I want. Release the hand nice and free. Damn. You're so close to that tree up there. I feel like I was definitely rustling some leaves. I'm not sure about the top out. I fiddled around on the holds. There's a jug undercling up there, but it's kind of like also a side pull. So I'd have to lean really far to the right, which just puts me in a position to fall directly not on the pad at all. So I think that is good. I have all the moves. I just need someone to come spot me and move some pads. And I'm gonna be smart and live to fight another day, I think, and do this one another time when I have someone else here. That was good. Heck yeah, I'm stoked on that. Just a slab line just to the left of Zeus's Eye. I just figured I'd get on it again. It's been a long time since I've done it. It's pretty cool. But I think the hardest section is down low, and then once you get up to the jugs, you just kind of run up the face. But at least I'll get to climb something else. But it starts high hands, and then you basically got nothing other than this rail for your feet until you get to that big jug up there. So see how it goes. The landing is a little sloped, so if you fall off it, it kind of blows for the pad because it will definitely slide. Not even kidding. That thing is so hard if you're short. Like I use those really crap side pulls down low. Like they're not very good. And then you get up to the top and you are standing on your feet. And then you have to get that really high foot. So honestly, I was standing up there on that ledge probably, I guess, or that sloper probably like eight or a couple feet up in there. I don't know, honestly, over the landing, but shit. Yeah, that one actually gets pretty heady, honestly, at least with no spotter. But I was just like, I've done it before, and I was still almost contemplating just like jumping down. But I was like, if I jump, this pad is old and pretty beat, so I'm definitely gonna feel it, and also I'm gonna slide. So I'd rather just take the chance on topping it out. The holds up there are good. You just have to really commit to the movement to get to them. And again, if you are not tall, like I'm 5'11". So I'm like just basically average height for a United States male. So if you are below that, you might struggle with this one, for sure. Especially if you're a girl, honestly, even at my height, it feels pretty reachy. So if you're shorter than me, it could present some challenges and maybe feel a little bit hard for the grade. But the movement is cool, and I think it's one of the area classics, probably just because of like how committing like you have to do the moves. And like, that top one's like pretty high up. Your foot is probably at like 12 feet in the air, so you definitely earn it on that one. But all good holds, good movement, fun time. So if you're above 5'11", or at least 5'10", come give it a shot. But I think that's probably the last thing I'm gonna climb today. It's probably almost 11 now, so I may just pack up head back to the car. I'm super satisfied with those burns on Zeus's Eye. It was 3 goes, and I pulled to the jug at the lip and then just had to do the top out. And I could feel that I could do the move. You get the high foot and then you just kind of work up that undercling jug rail. But it was just a pretty compromising position, and I didn't want, like my foot to blow off the hold because it's not super positive. It's like a slopey edge, or maybe for my hands to slide off the thing, for me to fall backwards. Some of those risks just aren't worth taking. Yeah, all in all, a great day. I think it's time to head home, have some coffee.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I did not fucking want to do that.
You did it, man.
You made me fucking do it. Thank you.
You're good, dude. You kept trying to wimp out of it.
I know, dude.
You kept saying, well, maybe for another day.
I'm serious. That's like, dude,
Today's
that's
the day.
fucking scary.
Oh,
But I appreciate that you made me do it.
It looks absolutely terrifying.
That's what I fucking.
There's one move when you put your left foot, when you start bringing your feet up and you're just frog out on the edge. Every time that's when I move the pad. I'm like, he's gonna die.
Dude, yeah, that's the working
all
your hands.
force is just.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because your feet are so high.
Good shit, man. No, big pump.
You got it, Alan. Come on. Try hard, dude. Nice, Alan. Come on. You got it. You can do it. Yeah, dude. Come on.
It's good enough.
Up. Yes, Alan, yes. Come on. That's it. Yep, right there. Yeah, you got it, dude. And that right foot up. Come on. Back, here's the jug. Come on, back. Come on, Alan. Keep going. Right there. Come on. Yes! Get your ass up here, dude.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Oh, fuck. I did it, man. Good shit.
So dope.
Okay. You ready? Send down. I'm gonna go slide off.
Oh, it's getting serious now.
I went backwards.
Oh my word.
Wow.
2 fucking
I'm glad
tries.
if you had fallen, I don't know what I would have done. So I'm glad that you did.
Then train. Alan is sending everything.
Bro, that one was a little rough.
Dude, I'm surprised you did it so fast. Like I'm genuinely impressed.
It was what happened is I got both hands up there and I was like, I'll just slam feet up. See what happens.
Slam feet.
Well, over that, there's that jug.
Yeah.
That was perfect. I mean, you could just one hand that at the end.
That shit was
wild.
sick.
I don't know how you did that.
And you did the press out at the top too. Made it look strong.
Yeah, I was gonna try and pull my foot in, but it was not budging.
Yeah, you were able to stand on it. I was glad. I was a little worried that when you went to stand up on it, it might slide.
Yeah.
That would have been an interesting fall.
I tested it once and I was like,
yeah,
we'll
stick.
roll with it. My
Yo,
right foot
and you
was,
committed to it though. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest thing, like the mental battle.
About boulders, no issue with mental battle. It's just strength. I just don't have it. So
That's
it was prime.
badass, dude.